If you're in a state where you can't stay away from your phone and you keep opening it every time you feel bored, then you're falling into a mechanism called negative reinforcement. To put it simply, this is a loop that reinforces your negative behavior. So how do we get out of it? How to get a better sleep without the phone under the pillow? And what is the science behind it? I'm sure all of us have tried dopamine detox before and failed, and I'm pretty sure you can't actually do it that way. Because the mechanism here is that dopamine is not just some simple neurotransmitter, it is also called motivation. Cutting dopamine off only makes your body feel more sluggish and more bored, and you also don't know what to do next. From what I found, the effect of phones on our sleep is not simply about turning on night shift. That is only one of 3 reasons why we have trouble sleeping. They include blue light, like I just mentioned, stimulation, and learning. And learning is the thing that truly affects our sleep, even if you turn your screen yellow. Let's look at the problems those 3 things cause first, and then I'll show you how to fix them completely. First is blue light, which exists almost everywhere, from the lamp, the screen, to your phone. It can reduce melatonin, and that makes your brain understand that this is still daytime, which is one of the top reasons why your deep sleep gets reduced. Next is stimulation. Let's agree that most things designed in this world are pretty good at stimulating you. TikTok videos have to get faster and faster to catch your attention in less than the first 3 seconds. Games develop reward systems and extremely clear goals, and connecting with people around you is easier than ever. That makes your brain release a lot of dopamine, the stimulation you feel every time you hold your phone. Now compare that to our normal life. Everything feels kind of vague. You don't even know what you're going to eat tomorrow. Meanwhile, hot drama makes us feel like we're catching everything. Stalking someone makes our brain connect things and makes us feel like we achieved something. Likes feel like recognition from people in the real world. And the goal is simple: destroy the enemy's nexus. Our brain cannot tell what is good and what is bad because it only follows one mechanism: pleasure and saving energy. It feels stimulated, but it also wants to use the least energy possible. That is why an easy-to-access reward always feels like the tastier reward to us. To make it easier to picture, a glass of water right next to your bed, even if it has been there since yesterday, you would still drink it instead of walking 15 meters away to pour water and drink. And finally, the thing that even if you turn off all the things above, you will still unconsciously follow it. This is also the thing I find the hardest to change, and it is also the most key thing, by the way: learning. When people hear this word, everyone thinks about studying, and yeah, that is true. It does learn, but it doesn't learn the way you think. It learns how to make bad habits smoother. The scary part is that it is actually learning from the feeling of avoiding discomfort. Let me explain it more clearly. According to an article from the National Library of Medicine, the overlap between young people with lower quality mental health, emotional dysregulation, and social media use goes together. We are becoming more attached to social media in proportion to our loneliness. And we fall into the mechanism I mentioned right at the beginning of the video: negative reinforcement. This means this mechanism keeps strengthening the connection between you, your sleep, and your anxiety. If you are stressed or bored and you open social media to feel less stressed, at that moment, the prefrontal cortex in your brain will judge this as a temporary method that helps soothe your stress while costing very little energy. So why wouldn't it do that? And from there, it remembers that this will be the solution that helps you feel less stressed. But in reality, after you scroll until you're sick of it, you fall into a state called dopamine crash. At that point, you feel more bored with everything. And worse, when this situation happens many times, it creates a pathway that makes your brain gradually get used to it, also known as neuroplasticity, the thing I mentioned in the previous video. If you're interested, click to watch it. This explains why it is so hard for you to quit this old habit. There are too many traps, not just biological body issues or blue light. We have a lot of hidden reasons behind it. So then, if we want to cut it off scientifically, what should we do? Bad news: you can't cut it off, like I said above. Good news: you can replace it. When it comes to changing habits, honestly, I only recommend that you watch the previous video. Start with your bed first. If you do everything on your bed, from eating, sleeping, to entertainment, then this is a sign. Our brain recognizes patterns, and this is the first reason. Every time you get into bed and bring your phone with you, your brain learns a formula: bed equals awake plus scroll plus think. This is why some people feel sleepy on the sofa, but the moment they get into bed, they wake up again. Give it only one function. The bed is for sleeping. If you want to scroll TikTok, go ahead, but scroll with night shift on and go somewhere else to scroll until you feel sleepy, then come back to bed. Next, replace it with a habit that also includes dopamine, but is healthier. We are not cutting it off. No, the brain doesn't like that. Give it what it likes, but in a different way. Doing DIY, playing an instrument that is not too intense, or even imagining a scene can still make you feel less stimulated while still giving you dopamine. The important thing is that they don't come with blue light and overstimulation. This will allow melatonin to work normally and sleepiness will come faster. But what if you still don't feel sleepy? Don't force it. My only advice is don't force yourself to think that you have to sleep. Just let yourself drift around like that, and when you are not using your brain, the switch will turn off faster than you think. That is everything I know about sleep. If there is anything missing or wrong, add it below. And this is Maw. I always make content about productivity through the brain. No red pill, no hustle culture. Maw signing out. Stay sharp, stay weird.